For what it's worth, the best way to describe this movie would be by calling it something like South Korea's City of God, or something along those lines. What you have here is an impressive foreign film that is stylishly directed, well written, and pretty gritty. It starts out as a fun and enjoyable dark comedy, which slowly dwindles down during the second half when it becomes part thriller, part mystery, without giving away spoilers. I wanted to give this movie the full 10 rating, but unfortunately I just could not. Sorry, but I had to question the ease at which the events unfolded, and that's not to say that it wasn't fun, and perhaps it had to be that way to make the movie work, but there was slightly just enough questions to take it out of the perfect range of storytelling. The same issue also arose in the second, back half of the movie. Some of the events that unfolded towards the end also raised some questions which cause it to not be a perfect 10. The film takes too much time in developing the central premise and various subplots, and more descriptive prose could be offered here about what actually happens. But that is not the point of the film. Director Joon-ho Bong paints an intricate portrait of the normalization of poverty and class privilege, with both sets of family never questioning their place in South Korea's social order. This acceptance and its destructiveness of the human spirit makes change impossible and condemns Korean society to moral bankruptcy. There is more to this film than political discourse. As a black comedy, it is sprinkled with funny although improbable moments, and the filming style expresses the polemic in obvious ways. Juxtaposing the world occupied by a smelly, cramped underclass with the opulent world of the rich is low-hanging fruit. One can also find elements of magical fantasy, as it requires an unequivocal suspension of disbelief to accept that a family of losers can so easily dupe a family of high achievers. The acting tends towards wooden, and it is difficult to warm to any particular character. The film's climax offers little other than an ambivalent balance between hope and nihilism, leaving viewers to decide which family are the parasites. What starts out as a light comedy with a bit of slow drama soon turned into an interesting dramatic twists which later explodes into an angry social satire, not to mention the uncertainty of how this movie will end or where is it leading you. The unique artistic part of the film is the plot recipe, which consists of a full story which can be developed into two separate ones, with each one has its own satisfying ending with a realism squeeze that shows how most people around the world who live near or under poverty line manage their daily lives, and last a pinch view of the shallow lives of the few rich elites with their complete lack of care to anyone but their superficial fancy needs. However, to reveal anything more about the story would be to take away from the overall experience, as each act is marked by a major plot twist or revelation that keeps the film one step ahead of the viewer at all times. Go in blind if you can and expect an unforgettable ride.